Hey, good morning, Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy.
Hey.
Yes.
I know you. We were
First
talking.
time talking to you, I always remember that name.
Yeah, that's me. We got random black guy here and Ian too.
What up?
What's up? How you doing, Ian?
What's up, man?
What's up, man? Hey, I got a question before we get into Black Jesus. I got to know the truth. But going back to the Chappelle show, is the whole Rick James and Prince skit, is that real? Like, really happened?
Yeah, man, it's 95% true, man, the story itself. But, you have to give it up for the acting of Dave Chappelle and the execution of the stories, man. You know what I'm saying? Me telling the stories is one thing, but making them into what they became is something totally different.
Yeah, what you did was historic.
Oh, yeah, it definitely was.
Those clips that you did is absolutely great. Now, Black Jesus on Comedy Central is already going.
Adult Swim.
Adult Swim. Sorry, Adult Swim. How's season 2 going? What can we expect?
Season 2 is going great. We came back and debuted #1, which is where we left off last season. We was #1 the entire last season, so we came back on the same note. A lot of positive feedback. A lot of people are happy with what we did, and they don't realize that the show that they seen last Friday was probably the weakest one of the lot. We're going uphill from here. It's getting funny if we turn it up, and so I'm real happy with that, man.
Oh, man, yeah. I can't wait to see how you progress through this season. You got to tell me, is Vic going to become even more of a dick? Because he's just one of the most... Yes. He's one of the most reprehensible characters I've ever seen, and I love it.
Yes, Vic, that's his job.
Yeah. Now, you had a real interesting... character arc last season. Towards the end of the season, after Miss Tootie, puts that sauce on your spaghetti, and I was like, "Are we witnessing a change here? All of a sudden, you playing the guitar and doing the can, and then
he was under the influence of the spaghetti, man.
Yes,
the real him came back. He was back to normal.
Yeah, he was. After he got drunk.
Vic is the voice of. Let me put it to you like this: the best way to explain it. If Jesus Christ was to come back right now, there's going to be those that believe, and there's going to be those that don't believe. Vic represents the voice of those that don't believe. Like he's standing right in front of you. Everybody else can see it. Vic can't see it.
Again, we're talking with Charlie Murphy. He plays the character Vic on Adult Swim, Black Jesus. How easy is it for you to play that role as Vic? I mean, can you, is it an easy role?
It's very easy, man, because most of my scenes, I'm working with John Pops Witherspoon, and I'm the main antagonist for Slink. And we're working with it's nobody. It's not like Slink is on some. Hey, you can't say that, man. It's like go hard, man. Go hard. Great.
Yeah, that's
very easy.
That's great because y'all get pretty raw.
Relationship.
And you're also on tour right now, aren't you?
I'm on tour with George Lopez, Eddie Griffin, D.L. Hughley, and Cedric the Entertainment. It's a comedy get-down tour. We've been having a blast. It's funny. People say, well, if you on tour with all those guys, it must be some wild stuff going on. Well, what's the wildest thing that happened? I have to remind people, hey, man, everybody on this tour is over 50. So the wildest thing that happens is maybe somebody taking blood thinners after the show.
I was going to ask, how did all 5 of y'all get together in the first place? Because I noticed y'all were coming to Pensacola on the 2nd of October, and I was like, all of them?
We did a free benefit for Richard Pryor in Peoria, Illinois. It was called the Night for Richard. And all of us donated our time to generate the funds to finish the statue of Richard Pryor, which is now downtown Peoria. Mm-hmm. And we had never worked together. I had never worked with DL. I worked with DL once, but I had never worked with Eddie Griffin and the rest of these guys. I was on a George Lopez show. So, boom, we got together, filled up the Peoria Civic Center, and killed the show. And as the show was going, George Lopez is going, listen, fellas, you want to do this just one time? We was like, nah, I would like to do this as much as possible till the wheels fall off. And Outback Tours was there. They seen what happened, and the tour was formed from that point.
That's awesome.
Now, I got a question about Vic. Do you think that, without giving anything away, do you think that maybe Vic will give Tootie another try? Because the two of those characters together would just be hella salacious in Black Jesus?
Well, Vic has another love interest this season. It's going to be equally as funny as the one with Miss Tootie.
Okay.
Again, Charlie Murphy with us. Charlie Murphy, I got to ask this question just to end the interview with you. Any hope for return of the Chappelle Show?
I don't think so, man, because, I don't think Dave is thinking on those terms. Dave is out on the road, too, right now. He's going all over the world touring, and I don't see him showing any interest in doing something like that. And me personally, I look at it like this, man. It's like if Tupac was to come back right now, guess what? It was all a joke. If Tupac is still alive, you think that he would still be ripping like he was before he left?
That's an interesting question.
He could come back and it's a flop.
It might.
At the time, you did what you did. What we did will be hard to come back and re-engage and come back on that level simply because it's a different time, man. And everybody's older, everybody's different. So the show would be different.
Yeah, I can see exactly what you're saying there. Well, Charlie Murphy, thank you for your time this morning. Black Jesus, catch it Friday nights, 10 o'clock on Adult Swim. Take care, buddy.
On Adult Swim. Don't miss it.